Every week, week and a half, 2 weeks, every week and a half or 2 weeks, I buy myself new flowers. I buy myself new flowers because I love them. They made me so freaking happy. I've been reading a couple of studies lately about neuro something that has to do with having flowers and candles and doing all the things that women do into a house. And as much as I love reading the article, at the same time it also ticked me off because somehow proving the fact to be true is almost less important than actually it being true. The idea that you have to make a study about the qualities that brings out the pleasure that it brings out in a woman because she likes flowers or she likes candles or she likes to make her home cozy or she likes to do things a certain way somehow has to be studied. And that must override the absolute sensual pleasure of just the flowers and the act itself. I don't know about you, but it does rub me the wrong way because I love flowers because they make my home beautiful. Because every time I see the vases around my home with flowers, I just get giddy with joy because it's so freaking beautiful. And there's no qualification to it. It's just that. They're beautiful. They bring me happiness. And because that action brings happiness into my life, it makes me happy. It makes me a better person. I show up for myself in such a beautiful way because my home environment is just beautiful. There's no need for me to qualify it or quantify it. It is what it is. And because I like it, I make it so. And because I like it, I go to the store and get it. And because I like it, it brings joy to my home and to my environment. Part of self mastery is recognizing that you are the beginning and end of your life. It's your consequences to every single action you take. The consequence to the action of my going to the florist around the corner from my home and purchasing beautiful flowers is that in my home, I have beautiful flowers. That's the only consequence. The consequence is the joy that it brings me. So sometimes for us women, part of self mastery is recognizing you don't need to qualify your actions. You just do what brings you joy and happiness. Make the peace with yourself because at the end of the day, the only person that deals with the consequences, my darling, is you. Now, tell me those beautiful flowers don't just elicit a type of joy. And I tell you all of this, it's not about becoming self absorbed. It's not about becoming, well, narcissistic about yourself. It's not about that. It's about showing up for yourself. We show up for everybody else in our life, and we forget that it's our life. So, the same way that we pour into all of the souls that are our spouses, our children, our dogs, our family members, our colleagues, to the point of depletion, and we forget to put that same kind of energy and pour it into yourself, it starts with something as simple as you love flowers. Maybe you love candles. Maybe you love gardening and you have time to do everything for everybody else but yourself. The way I remind myself to show up is by buying flowers because every time I see them, it reminds me, that's right, girl, you're showing up for yourself. Look at the beauty that this brings into your home. Look how freaking happy it makes you. That is what makes me happy. Now we're going into the winter months in Sweden, and one of the first things that I learned that there's no such thing as bad weather, but bad clothing. And when it changes from season to season, it's important to have rituals or routines. So now in the fall, you know what I start doing? Along with my flowers, candles. Because when you come in at night, because here at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, in another 6 weeks, at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it's like midnight outside. You know what that does to your psyche? Do you know what it does to your person? Ugh. So I like candles. I walk in, I take off my clothes, as I've shared with you so many times. I put on one of my loungewear outfits or one of my magnificent robes to remind me I am that girl. Show up. And then I light candles. And I walk around in the glistening, iridescent light that is just magically shining from the candles. And then the scent, forget about it. I'm just reminding you here in Feminine Spaces that part of self mastery is showing up. Come on, girl. Pussily Puss.